In a broad world of tarot, where we constantly seek guidance to our questions pertaining to broken hearts, the acquisition of more money, improved health, and the common fare, the readings contained within our universe are meant to inform us of the dangers lurking around random corners and to provide direction on how best to avoid them. This information is timeless, so whether it gives us insight into our present, direction towards our future, or clears away the shroud of confusion surrounding our past, let us now delve deep into the mysterious realms of Phantom Justice Tarot. Hello, and welcome to another installment of the Phantom Justice Tarot. I am your host, the Phantom, and I pray you all are doing well, staying safe, and continuing to take care of each other. So thank you all for joining me for another reading. I thank you for your likes, your shares, your subscribes. I greatly appreciate it. And keep in mind that everything I say may not resonate with you or your message, so leave those messages on the floor that do not resonate with you. Leave them at the door. Somebody else will come along, pick them up, I promise and guarantee you. So let's go ahead and get into the reading. I'll say during the pre-shuffle, I saw the Eight of Cups and it was in the reverse, and I saw the Two of Pentacles in the upright. So Eight of Cups is in the upright is usually talking about someone emotionally disconnecting from a situation or a circumstance or a relationship, whatever it is. They're just a bit withdrawn at this time. But the Two of Pentacles, it's like someone with that Two of Pentacles is juggling. So it's having several different responsibilities or a few different things on the plate. But what I was getting when I saw that, I said, okay, so somebody is coming back, somebody is returning, or somebody wants to reconnect. And I got the energy, so it's like someone or something wants to pick up where they left off. So whatever that means to you all, let's go ahead and see. But it's the energy of picking up where we left off, or somebody wants to do that. Now I don't know how things were left and depending on that may be the deciding factor, but let's get into this energy. All right, the Hangman, that's Neptune energy. Neptune is the planet that rules Pisces. So someone now, well, it comes out in the reverse. So someone's gotten some kind of clarity, some type of information or so. Maybe they were in a position of being in limbo for a while and maybe deciding on some things. Maybe they just needed to gather some more information, more clarity. And it seems as if the Hangman coming out in the reverse, they've seen the light in some way, or they're ready to reveal, they can now get out of this limbo. Something's not holding them in this state anymore, wherever they were. Maybe there was some kind of delay, some kind of hang up. But whatever it is, it seems as if they are now, whoever this is, whatever this is now out of this space, or about to be. And these readings are timeless as well, so. All right. The King of Wands and the Seven of Wands. All right, so King of Wands is the leader, the one who is in charge, somebody who's very confident. Seven of Wands, protection. So protecting our peace, protecting our energy, protecting our investment. So somebody here is fiercely protecting someone. I feel with this information, I was going to say I feel with this person. I was going to say now maybe whatever information was discovered, it could be some sensitive information. And maybe this is why
someone is protecting it, or maybe placing a protective barrier or something around another, somebody else or something. It's like somebody here is taking charge or taking over, whoever this King of Wands is. As I said, they're the leader. They're leading something, leading the charge, leading the way, leading the fight. um, let's see. Or somebody is just standing up for themselves as well too, after they've received some type of clarity. As I said, they received enough of something to where they know that they have to protect themselves, or something is being placed around them to protect them. So the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So something losing the potential or losing the resource. Something about maybe losing a resource. Maybe somebody is feeling as if they're in a position to have to protect a valuable resource in some way. Three of Swords in the reverse. Libra energy. Three of Swords, it's that's my Heartbreak Hotel, but it comes out in the reverse. So okay, now it's making sense, because the Three of Swords, we go back to the Two of Swords in the upright. Two of Swords in the upright is blocking something, or not having access to something. But I did say with this Seven of Wands right here in the middle, something being protected. All right, so it's almost as if, as I said, remember in the beginning where I said someone is trying to emotionally connect to someone, or trying to do something where they can try to pick up where they left off. Someone is trying to pick up where they left off, and that's exactly what happened. Okay, now it makes sense, because the Hangman, see? Hangman is in the reverse. Things are not moving. We're stuck. We're in the middle. We're waiting for something. We're in limbo. So now, as I said, someone is out of limbo, or someone is taking charge, or they're leaving, or they're not staying stuck in a situation. They're taking charge of whatever this is, or themselves. Now it's activating something, maybe making someone else wanting to emotionally disconnect. So it could be someone, this could be that past returning or so, but perhaps if it was some protections in order, perhaps those need to remain and stay up. Or perhaps that's what's going to be occurring right now. This is why this protection is not being activated. So something's not in limbo anymore. Something is now picking up the action. With this Three of Swords, as I said, having no access. So now something is being activated where access is denied, or access will be denied in some way. And especially if this is it could be a potentially dangerous situation, and danger comes in all forms. It just could be something that's not very healthy for someone as well too. So perhaps this is why access is being restricted, or there are some kind of protective measures that are being placed. And especially with the Page of Pentacles right here, because the page, it represents younger energy. So it could be children or a child involved. Doesn't have to be, but it's something that has value, but it's being obscured, or something is being placed around it, because it's in It's no access to it, or the access isn't easy. But I feel as if there's no access for a reason. Okay, so let's... The Fool, so that's Uranus energy. Alright, so it seems as if now, as I said, yeah, because now somebody wants to take that journey with the Fool, but it may not be the smartest move. Because as I say, access has already been cut off, or there's been some kind of restriction. But something is making this person, as I said, they're on the move, they're on the go. They've been activated or something, or they're trying to connect, make some type of connection. But I feel as if, but as I said, something now has pushed them or made them. But I don't know if that's for the best, is what I'm saying. Because the Fool in reverse, that's being very fearful. It's moving out of fear. It's moving... It's making fear-based decisions as well, too. Because someone feels as if they're being forced to do something. That's what it is. So someone's being forced to make... Feels as if they're being forced to make some kind of move. But whatever move that they feel that they're being forced to do, it may be a very foolish one, is what I'm saying. And especially if someone has protection around them or access is being restricted. So it's almost as if someone is just not caring about the restrictions. Okay? Someone is crossing another one's boundaries or trying to cross boundaries. Because at one point, perhaps there could have been some fear with actually doing this, but now it's a mixture of still having fear, but it's more so a fear of them losing something rather than them being genuine about wanting it, okay? So whether it be a relationship, it could just be for the sake of having a relationship, or the fact that someone doesn't want something to be cut off or some kind of access to be cut off. So they're making some type of superficial move. This is a superficial move. It's not genuine. It's not a genuine move. But it's also they can have access. That's the thing. It's also they can have access to something. Access to someone's emotions, access to someone's money, access to someone's life in some type of way. Like they just don't... Okay. Alright. What else do we get? Alright. I meant to pull one, but I pulled two. Exposure with the sun, everything coming out in the open. As I said though, activation, energy. Something has definitely been activated within someone that has kicked in some level of protection. That's Leo energy. So Leo, think of the lion defending the pride. The Leo, the lion, is going to defend itself no matter what. So I feel as if, as I said, whoever this is, I feel likely should tread a bit carefully, because as I was just saying, they're moving from a place of fear only because they fear losing something or someone. But this is a reckless move at this point, because now it's all about just wanting to keep access or gain access. 3 of Cups, Cancer. That's the celebration. That's gatherings. Could be family, could be friends. or so. So there could have been something that came out about a gathering or about a celebration, or some things that are being illuminated while this is going on. Or someone could have used a party or used a gathering or something to try to gain access to another person. So it's almost as if they were, okay, for some, depending on what the location is or depending on how big the venue is and what's going on, someone could have been in the same area, because it's like eyes wide, was it Eyes Wide Shut or something? Eyes Wide Shut. I think that movie with Tom Cruise and I want to say Nicole Kidman, when they were married at the time. I think that was like in the early 2000s. But that title just comes to me because it's pretty much saying being out in a public place where there's a celebration, where maybe there are a lot of people. Could have been outdoors, doesn't have to be, or it could be indoors, but it was something that was on full display, yet still not seen. So hence the title, Eyes Wide Shut. Your eyes are wide open, but we're still blinded to something. So, and this could be, again, even with that going on, there was still some type of protective barriers that were around. Even if someone was out in the open, as I said, open enemy, or someone who was openly trying to do something, whatever this gathering is, as well to the celebration. The star, Aquarius. So trying to dim someone, and this is why they want access. Okay, this is why they want access, because it's to dim the star, to dim the light, to snuff out the light, if you understand my drift. Again, this is why these protective barriers are in place or have been placed around someone. This is faith, it's hope, but it's in the reverse. This is losing faith, is being hopeless, just being very uninspired as well. So with this star energy, something not being, someone losing like some type of inspiration, losing their faith. Eight of Swords. That is Aquarius energy as well too. So now someone is fearful about something. Someone is in fear. Someone could be trapped. Someone could be stuck. As I said, maybe someone made a move, but they moved because they were fearful. They moved because they were trying to gain access. But, well, that's a bit ironic. That's kind of ironic. And I say that because, again, when I'm looking at this card, Three of Swords, is going back to that Two of Swords where the access has been restricted. But I don't know if this is saying that someone may have forced their way or kept trying, but with this Fool card, is something here that that someone should have thought twice or maybe thought a few times about something before moving hastily or before moving recklessly or foolishly in some way, because now they found themselves in some type of bind with this Eight of Swords. Now this could be a physical, Eight of Swords is jail, okay? If you've been watching this channel, you know Eight of Swords is a physical lockup. Now, I did say that, all right, there have been some protective measures that have been put into place, but it's like, okay, protective measures put into place where someone saw another person. And so because they saw them there, they could have saw them at this celebration, they could have saw them somewhere. Now this is that got somebody hemmed up in some way, or for what somebody did, or for what somebody was exposing, or for what they said. But someone here forcing access, now they found themselves in between a rock and a hard place with this Eight of Swords. So this very well could be in a physical imprisonment. Someone could be somewhere physically that they feel confined in, or it could be an emotional state, it could be mental, because the swords are all about mental energy. But it's fear. But again, that's what I was saying on this entire little slanted column over here. Someone moving out of fear, almost as if they let's see what else comes out. Judgment. Okay, that's Pluto energy. That's transformation. It's death. It's rebirth. It is okay, well, this very well could have reached a court issue or a court official. If someone had, okay, if someone had protective measures in order already, but someone still continued to cross those boundaries, as I said, now they've gotten hemmed up. Because we get the Eight of Swords, jail, we get judgment, someone overstepping their boundaries, and them maybe feeling as if they were above judgment. Because with this judgment coming out in the reverse, this is saying we're not honoring the lessons. We're not honoring what is being placed in front of us. Because when I look at judgment card, that is the past coming back to be revisited. Whenever I see this is my card that me, just as a Three of Swords for me is Heartbreak Hotel. You know, that's my own personal reference. Again, and that could be in any type of relationship: disappointment, anger, hurt, sadness, pain, depression. Is a low vibrational feeling. All of those things that we go through during those experiences. Judgment for me is review time. It's reviewing our actions. It's reviewing our past actions and placing them up against where we currently are. And based off of our past actions, where we currently are, this is what's going to determine if, we move on to the next lesson, or if we have to repeat some things. And I feel like for whoever this person is, they tried to avoid the judgment, or they thought they were better than, or they tried to surpass it in some way. But now they've gotten themselves into a position where they've become stuck again, just because they were trying to overstep their boundaries as well when it came to getting access into something that they were not supposed to, or that they had already been warned or restricted about. Okay, here we go with the Five of Pentacles. That is Taurus energy, comes out in the reverse. Yeah, and that was the reason somebody wanted to do this, because they were shut out, they were kicked out, they felt rejected in some type of way. So what did they do? They tried to force their way in. In the reverse, this is pretty much saying, you're going to accept me. You're going to accept my gift. You're going to accept my presence. So this is someone who's pretty much, again, overstepping their boundaries and trying to force their way in. But we have the Queen of Swords and we have the High Priestess. So the Queen of Swords is the one that speaks truth, clarity, honesty. They make head over heart decisions. Not saying that they don't have a heart, that they don't have emotions, but The most, especially when in the swords, uh, communication, clarity, the thought process. Queen of Swords, it could be someone, it could be a lawyer, an attorney, someone who does public speaking or in some way or works on the behalf of someone, like counselor, social worker, anything of that nature. So it's someone who is in a position of authority. So someone in a position of authority, perhaps working for the justice system or the legal system in some way. Um, because with this high priestess, that's Pisces energy, this is using intuition. It's using, okay, I love the fact that the Queen of Swords, someone who is very logical. This is someone who also trusts and very well in tune with their intuition. So I love the fact with the Queen of Swords, as I said, they don't lead with their heart and their emotions, but they still have the heart and the emotions, but they don't put that on the line, especially when it comes to their case, their charge, their people, whoever they're taking care of, or even just their own lives. And I feel this is how success comes to this person. This is how they're able to help people or get people out, how they got somebody out of this, because using their intuition, but using their logic as well too. This is somebody very smart. It could be a woman, it could be a man. It's just somebody here who is using their feminine energy, but using it in a very calculated, decisive way that is actually bringing justice. But somebody got hemmed up right here, okay? Somebody got hemmed up. But they were stopped. Chariot, Cancer energy, Chariot in the reverse. All right, first of all, like I said, if this is a car or a vehicle or some type of mode of transportation, something occurred with that where someone wasn't able to move forward or they weren't able to proceed in some type of way. So again, somebody was restricted, somebody was cut off and placed in some kind of custody. But look at this card. The Chariot is black. Well, all the cards are black and white, but specifically on this balloon, black and white. And in the traditional tarot, the Chariot card has the black and the white Sphinx that's pulling the chariot. The Sphinx, however you say it, is the Egyptian mythological creature. But that's usually representing police cars. So do you get what I'm saying here? We have the police, the actual car. Then we have protective measures. Then we have Eight of Swords, jail or lockup. Then we have judgment. With the Queen of Swords, who, as I said, that something within the legal system or whatever it is, or this someone. So, okay. All of yeah, somebody, it feels as if somebody should have just probably remained where they were. Fear as well too. Perhaps somebody wanting to scare someone or put someone in a position of fear. That could be another factor. So this person, they could have been moving because they feared they were going to lose something, which they very well could have. And maybe this is why they were making reckless moves. Or they were trying to make moves that would put somebody in an energy of being fearful as well too. But it seems as if that same energy that they were trying to inflict upon someone else, as I said, that's the irony. Now they found themselves in that same position in some type of way. And the thing about it is, they still have no access. All right, so we'll go ahead and end it from there. So again, thank you all for tuning in to another installment of the Phantom Justice Tarot. I pray you all continue to do well, stay safe, and take care of yourselves and take care of one another. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and your subscription. And I will catch you all in the next installment. So until then, bye bye.